Okay, today what we got here is the Glock G23 .40 caliber, and we're going to do some changes to it. One thing I did to it already is took a white crayon, ran it across the Glock name and the numbers, and highlighted that with the white crayon, rubbed that in there a couple times, comes out 3 times, comes out real nice. But today what we're doing is we went to Lone Wolf Distributors, picked up some pieces, and on their site this is the M32, which is the mid-size 357 SIG barrel, and that's laser etched wolf head and the 357 with the SIG also. And what we'll be able to do is shoot 357 SIGs out of the G23. Another thing we went and picked up was a new slide back plate, and we picked up the black with the white skull and crossbones. You can get that in chrome, but we got the black. To start, we'll show everybody got no magazine in the magazine well, and we're going to rack the slide back, and we're going to dry fire it, and we're going to take the slide off, and we're going to sit that down, put the frame to the side because we don't need that. And the first thing we're going to do, of course, is we're going to just take the guide rod out. And we're going to take out the Glock barrel. And we'll put that in the shipping container that the Lone Wolf barrel came in. Set that off to the side. But before we put the Lone Wolf barrel in, what we got to do is change the back plate. And to do that, basically what you need to do is just right where the firing pin is, push that back till you hear a click, and then take yourself either the Glock tool or a flathead screwdriver like I'm going to, push down on this piece back here. That'll take the tension off the springs, and then the slide will be able to come off. So we start with pushing down. Push on the back plate. Push that off, but keep your thumb over the back of the slide because you don't want the 2 pieces to come out that are both spring loaded. One is your firing pin, and then your other spring loaded item. To replace it, push down on the bigger of the 2 springs, and then start your sliding the back plate up so it gets over that. There we go. Having a little just a awkward position, didn't have myself set up right. Okay, so now we got it over the bigger of the 2 springs. Now up in the upper right hand corner, you just got to push down on that. Start to slide that back plate up, and then push it all the way until you hear it lock in place. There you go. Now you got a new back plate on. Sit that down. This has already been oiled up, so we can just drop that right into the slide. Replace the plastic guide rod. Get that set up. And then just put it right back on. Just slide right back on. There you go. So now we got the 357 SIG barrel, new back plate. Just got to go to the gun range and shoot that off now. See how that 357 SIG reacts. Now what I also picked up was by Spear Gold Dot hollow points, and they are 125 in grain, and those are the home protection. What I have here is the standard Glock magazine, but this is a 13 round magazine, and I got the Pierce grip extension, and with that added to the magazine, I can put 15 rounds into this instead of 13. And with not having to buy 357 SIG magazines, you can actually load the 357 into the 40 caliber G23 magazine, because the bullet starts out, the casing starts out as a 40 caliber casing, and then it's tapered down to the 357 round. So we'll load this up real quick. Like I say, got where I'm at, they ship me the maximum capacity mags, which are 13, but yeah, you just go to online or any gun store and you can get yourself a Pierce grip extension and drop in an extra 2 rounds. Some states you're only allowed 10. I'm fortunate enough to be in a state where I can have the maximum capacity magazines. So, like I say, all I'm going to do next is see how this gun reacts now that I'm going to go to the gun range and shoot off 357 SIG rounds. I heard that they're a little bit more of a kick, so there's going to be a little more recoil. So there's 15 rounds. I'm going to slide that into the gun. Spin that around. Yeah, rack around in. Goes in real smooth. I'm gonna take out the magazine, and now we're gonna eject that round. So there's the ejected round, and just to prove to everybody that's empty. And the next thing I'm gonna do, and I know like a lot of people, I'm gonna go and get myself the slide lock extension, because of how small that is and how hard to grab. You have a heck of a time getting the slide off. Half the time when you dry fire, you try to pull down on these two pieces. They're so tight to the frame that you can't get a real grip on it. So I'm gonna go buy the Glock extension lock for that, and that'll probably be my updates to this Glock. So that's it for today. Thanks for watching this video. Hope I did alright, and hope you guys liked it. Be safe out there.